Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, my bed is off the dually and it is prepped and ready to go in the booth for some paint. Obviously we got to mask it first, but this will be going in the booth hopefully tomorrow. I got a whole ton of stuff to get Cerakoted for Juan's truck. The guys are staying late to knock all that stuff out, so hopefully I can get all that stuff painted tonight so that tomorrow I can get this in the booth. What are you doing over here, buddy?
Everything.
Everything? You're a little short to be doing everything.
Not that short.
Yeah?
I'm 6'6", dude.
What are you going with those?
My 26s, bud. My
Oh, yeah?
cab.
Oh, those are for your crew cab?
Yeah.
You ever gonna work on it?
I am working on it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
What do you think of these covers?
These are cheap, but the metal ones are nice.
I was gonna throw one of these on the old dually.
They're okay.
Kind of cheesy.
The hard ones are better.
The hard ones?
Yeah, like the hard top ones.
You like them hard?
Mucho.
You're on camera right now, so let the guys, everybody, Hector likes it hard. And that's it. That's all, folks.
That's it, folks. Later.
Yeah, we got to think of a name for Mr. Slaps. I think that is the name, right? I don't think we need another name for him. But the Rambling Man, I don't care who you are, that's pretty funny.
It's a good song.
It's a good song, but it'd be a pretty good, I don't know, what do you guys think? The Rambling Man, would that be a really good t-shirt idea for Dylan over here? That's the last piece right there. Damn.
I already stayed 30 minutes later for you and I'm still gonna hear you. Oh, you're not gonna steal it and do another 500 parts for me? Come on, man.
You believe this kid?
Come on, man. We're gonna do all 500 parts in one night, at one time. Everything looks the same that way.
This kid here begged for this opportunity. Now he doesn't want it anymore.
No.
Oh, now his tune's changing. Now his tune's changing. No, he really has been killing himself here, ladies and gentlemen. All this stuff got painted because of him.
You wouldn't know that if you saw this Instagram post.
Yeah, if you saw my Instagram post, you'd have no idea. You'd think I did all of it myself because that's just how I roll. You know, I take all the credit for everything. But no, seriously, he stayed late, came in on the weekend, killed it. He's in trouble with his old lady right now. I guarantee it, because he's spent 30 extra minutes with his dad down here, working, getting paid. But yeah, I mean, he'll even charge me to work on my own truck. What do you guys think?
I have not touched that.
Do you think it's fair that he should charge me to work on my own truck? Drop a comment. Drop a comment and let us know what you guys think.
You can charge me nothing if I get the truck when it's done.
Oh, is that it? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I pay my own son to work on my truck?
Give him the truck.
I don't hear him saying give him the truck.
Blood, sweat, tears.
Yeah, I see those blood, sweat, and tears. It's 8/11 on Wednesday. We got another massive run of parts in the booth to Cerakote. I really want to get my dually painted. The only way that's going to happen is to stay late tonight to get this stuff painted or Cerakoted so that I can get my bed in here tomorrow and get that painted. So I'm going to go suit up, come back in here in a few minutes and knock this stuff out. It is Thursday morning. We got everything Cerakoted last night. Everything looks pretty good, including the piece that fell on the floor. I guess one of the hooks came loose last night and it fell, but it didn't damage it anywhere. So that's pretty good, pretty solid, and it's dry to the touch. I do have one piece that I'm gonna have to reshoot, I think, inside here. It was really tough to spray and get it to flow out. So I think next time around, if I do this again, maybe set this up so that I could spray this section looking down on it instead of trying to lay up underneath here and spray it. It's pretty dry inside here, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to reshoot it, which is fine. We'll just mask it off when it's dry enough to mask off, sandblast the inside of it, and then clean it and just recoat the inside. Since I have this belt line here I can mask on, that won't be a big deal. And I have a whole other run of stuff to shoot anyway. It's kind of a bummer because it'd be cool to see this on the engine today when he puts everything together, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna be reshooting the inside of this. It's just not quite dry enough to where I would trust it yet to mask onto it, maybe in a few hours. But everything else appears to look pretty damn good. So I'm gonna go over there next door to Tray 5 and see where they want this stuff put at. I guess I'll just take you with me. Let's go take a walk to Tray 5. See my bed, look at that. I'm excited because I'm gonna get this bed painted today. That's a mess, don't look at that. Have a look at the chassis over here. Where's Hector? Oh, just you guys? That's why the music's so loud, huh? Look how happy you guys are, it's just you guys. I got a whole rack of parts over there to come over to you guys. This. Yeah, so just like I figured, you can see, looks like a rookie did it inside the bowl there. So no big deal, just take it, and it looks like it's already dry, but I'm just gonna mask it along here, all the way around, cover all this up, and we'll sandblast inside there, and then reshoot this sitting like this. I think that's gonna be, I think the best way to do these, if you're gonna try to do them at home, would be to set this up, like stilt it up like this, so you could spray the underneath and the top side, instead of having like I did where it's dangling like this around. I couldn't get, I had it looking pretty good, and where I screwed up is I tried to make it look better. I should have just left it alone, but I know this part is visible on the engine. Maybe not so much when the truck's together, but definitely when it's just gonna be a rolling chassis sitting at SEMA. So like I said, I'll just mask it off, sandblast all this, and then recoat the inside of this. I got still a whole bunch of parts left to still do, so I'll just reshoot that when I shoot those parts. So we got this T-34 old warplane, stunt plane, whatever he does with it now, in for repairs. They had damaged this taking it out, and he had to take it out to California to have him fix it, and now he brought us some paint for it, and we're gonna paint part of it. It's just cool, just figured I'd show you guys. We don't do stuff like this hardly ever. And I'm gonna have Dylan get this ready while I get the bed for my dually ready today. So What you're gonna do is you're gonna mask it here, okay? And then mask it here all the way down. And then you're gonna mask with the fine line around this here.
Makes
and
sense.
then prep it, both sides.
Yep, same thing.
Yep, same thing. We're gonna shoot, that's what you don't wanna shoot the whole thing in one clear, just a single stage. I hope the color's close enough to where it doesn't matter, but he supplied us with all that, so he just wants us to do that. And then we're gonna touch up these, there's a ribbon on each side, because they basically had to re-drill all this, get this fixed, and then put it all back together, so we gotta get it.
This looks pretty rough and stuff, so what, finish this, and are you gonna try to seal this and
Yeah, I think,
finish this in like 400 or something?
yeah, and you can, it's kind of wavy right here, but he said just to leave it, because it's super high up in the air, and he doesn't really want to add any filler to it. So I think this side's pretty good, but this side's not as good, but he said just to leave it. So the big thing's gonna be how are we gonna paint it and set it up. And you know, I gotta be able to shoot.
Try to put it on a stand where it's gonna be like this, about this high, and then you can get both sides.
Yeah, that could work.
Something like this, but it's so light, maybe you can do it like this, so that side's overhanging and you're not kind of like impaired over there.
Yeah, that could work. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. You get this ready, and then we gotta move the bed back out, move a bunch of stuff around, get those racks out of the booth, blow the booth out, and then get the bed in there, and then we'll do this.
Okay.
I'd like to shoot the bed so the bed's dry enough to come out so that I could shoot this and then reshoot that piece maybe for the
so bed,
surround.
this, and then the piece.
Yeah, because this is a single stage, so this is gonna have to sit over the weekend. So I'd like to get this painted by the end of the day before I go home, and then I can just sit and then.
Oh, this piece is overlapping, but it's Phillips screwed in. I can take this, I can try to carefully take this off. Just see
Oh
that.
yeah, because of that right there? Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's just Phillips screws.
Okay.
Not riveted.
Cool. That's it. All right. Finally got my bed in the booth. It has been a long week, long hours at home editing, filming, long hours bust my butt, staying late painting, getting a bunch of stuff Cerakoted to keep that process moving over there for tray 5. And it's finally come down to me being able to paint my bed. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get it all masked up, cleaned up, come in here and paint it. All right, so Mr. Slaps here has started buffing on Larry's truck. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Sorry it's loud in here. The guys are working, but we've been using this stuff lately. It's been pretty good. But I think beyond this being pretty good, what's important is the proper steps and getting it ready to buff, which Mr. Slaps here knows all about that. He don't have any awards, but he is a pro at sanding and buffing from 600 all the way up. So what he's doing is he's starting with this pad here. I love these pads. They're made by Presta. This is your compound or your first step pad. It's like a foam and a wool mix, so it's not quite as aggressive as the white pad, but it is still aggressive enough to buff out the scratch from start, which you can see, and I'll bring the camera in and show you guys as well how quick it buffs from sanded to first step. Then from there, depending upon how well it buffs, right now with it being as soft as it is, it's probably going to buff pretty fast, but typically it would go from this pad to this foam pad, and then from the foam pad to this pad, but he may be able to just skip this altogether and just do these two for now, because like I mentioned in our last video, it will go to interior, it will go next door to tray 5, people will be touching it, assembly will be happening, there'll be small little minor scuffs on it, so we'll have to do a paint correction buff on it at the end, and or maybe even DA sand it with 2000 and 3000. So I just wanted to show you guys out real quick that we've actually begun the process of buffing. I'll get as much video of it as I can as throughout the process he's buffing it, and yeah, that's it. What do you got there? That's a large box.
It's a cardboard box from Cardboard Land.
Who's it to?
I.K.P paintwork.
Well, that's you.
From I.K.P Design.
That's the, yeah, open that, let's open that up. So this is our new hats that we'll be selling. You gonna get a razor blade over there? So this is from I.K.P Designs. RJ has been making our hats for years.
What the hell is going on?
Careful, you don't want to cut them open now. So they're not the hat that I'm wearing. Am I wearing a badge hat? You have a badge hat on, right? So turn it around. So we have those hats available on the website. Show them that again real quick. These are a new design. Well, not really new. They're our actual logo, but we've never done these hats before. I just did a limited run of them to check them out and see if I like them. The plan was to bring them to Dino's Get Down if the guys don't steal them all first. And then obviously at our open house we'll be selling them as well. Yeah, these are pretty dope. So that's one of them. See, it's all iced out.
Should we show the difference?
Yeah, there you go. So the logo that you see on everything, that's on our YouTube, that's on our Instagram, that's on all the new shirts, besides the Ferrari logo, one he has there on that he's wearing. But yeah, we got some new hats here. I'll dig through these and show you guys what some of them look like when my hands are clean. Toss those on the desk. All right, that's it. Frank's ramble session's over. I'm going back to work. Looks like I am ready to go. Got the bed all masked up. I'll get it cleaned, go get suited up, and come back in here and knock this dually bed out. Really pumped for this. I'm working really hard the last, I'd say, month or so trying to get this thing ready, not to mention staying late for the customers. But I am definitely stoked to get some color on this. A couple things I'll show you. The way I masked the back of the tailgate. And for you tree huggers out there, the reason why I didn't plastic the inside of the bed and I did paper all inside here and tucked it tight is because I need to be able to get in here, tucked in and spray this inside lip. The plastic kind of blows around, doesn't really work. Doesn't work for me. If I was just going to be bed lining up to the edge here and I was going to plastic it straight across, then I would use plastic. But doing it this way makes it easier to spray it. The back of the tailgate I'm painting about this far down here. Reason being is after it's painted, I'm going to redo the bed liner. There's a couple spots that failed because I had a bed liner underneath the bed liner I put on top of it. Unfortunately that happened, but nothing I can do about it. I didn't do the first bed liner on it. I fixed a ton of stuff the last time before I bed lined it when we did the wheel wells. So I'll just clean it up quick and then recoat it. So when I recoat it, I'll decide whether I'm going to come up to this little, there's like a little tiny little roll, and then it comes down here. I may just bed line it to here, or I may bed line that whole deal. But either way, if I paint it or bed line it, I want to make sure the back of the tailgate lines up all the way around with the bedside. So that's why I masked it that way. That's why I used paper. So sorry guys, I know I wasted a few trees, but it has to happen to do the job correctly. So I'm gonna go get suited up and I'll be right back to have a little fun. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I figured I'd give this experiment a go around, but I'm gonna mix up some sealer. I'll be using the VAS 3025 PPG Deltron NXT pre-made base coat from the paint store. The game plan is 2 coats of sealer, followed up by 3 coats of color and 375 coats of clear. No, just kidding. Probably 4 to 5 coats of clear. Not a show truck, just a driver, but probably 3 to 4 coats of clear. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my thing on the mixing machine here. Bring you guys over here to check it out. I know this is probably really weird for you. It's really weird for me, but I kind of just want to see if it works with the microphone. So I'm gonna mix up some sealer, and I'm gonna go in the booth, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Let's go.
When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night, yeah. I go hard day and night. 1 to 1, no surprise. See the hate in their eyes. My brothers blood money bleed. I got the game in the squeeze. What would you do for some green? What would you do for some blues? Go pick and choose, a family of cheese. Some people not built like that. Some people get killed like that. Pressure like water, lights, mortgage. I been at bills like that. Now I got kids like that. No wonder why I feel like that. Some people go to war for nothing. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night. Money on the line, keep calling. Money on the books, need all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. What would you do for a win? What would you do for your friends? What if this life is a foe? What if it all is pretend? What if you roll to the end? What if you started again? This is real life, not a game. I fight my battles to win. But some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run.
All right, we got 1 coat on there. I'm gonna go make up some more base coat while that flashes for about 15 minutes, and go back in and repeat. Do that probably 2 or 3 more times, and then let that sit and gas off, and then make some clear. You haven't got them on there yet? I am back, and I have a brand new, check that out, no tape on it, mixing cup to clear my bed. Speaking of clear, I will be using the Ditzler VC 5700. I love this stuff. It's a custom clear, lays out nice, sand buffs really nice, really nice gloss. It's one of my favorite clears I've sprayed in a long time. So that is what I'll be using to glass out the bed. And now, you guessed it, an Epic paint mix. You ever seen that movie Ace Ventura? When he crawls out of the back of the hippo? That's how I feel every time I take my suit off when it's hot as hell out and I just get done painting. But anyway, dually, bed, painted. I'm so pumped. It looks so good. Color's everything I hoped it would be. I'm gonna go out in the shop and see what else is going on because there's a ton going on. And it is about 5:30 right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna head home after I do all the inventory and everything else I got to get done before I go. I got to email all my customers, etc. But I'm not sure if I'm going to head home or if that truck bed will be dry enough to pull out. If it's dry enough to pull out, I've got a wing for that T-34 airplane that's ready to go. I've also got a whole bunch more Cerakote stuff out there to shoot. So I might shoot it, I might not. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to go out there and see what's going on here in a minute. Okay, it looks like Dylan's starting to set up all the parts. Everything is prepped except for the AccuAir air tank, so I'm gonna start helping him get all the stuff hung up. I don't know if I'll be able to paint it or not today. The plan is to do so, but the bed has to be dry enough for me to at least unmask it enough to pull it out. So until then, we'll just get all this stuff wrapped up and ready to go. I got a bunch of time cards and sheets I gotta write and invoices I gotta do and emails I gotta send out. So maybe by the time I get done with all that stuff later on in a couple hours, I'll be able to get this stuff painted. Yeah, I'll grab some gloves, put some gloves on, and then I'll just start hanging everything. And then once everything's hung, we'll kind of know where everything's at, and then we'll kind of assess what needs to be masked from there.
There's one piece that's leaking oil, you'll see it. So we'll have to do that like the hump where we did it upright.
Upright? I ended up smacking my head on that thing too, in the booth.
Really?
Yeah, luckily it was before I put any color on it. It cracked me pretty good, but I have it on video, so.
I forget you're taller from me, I went right under it.
No, it's fine. It worked out all right though. All right, I'm back in the booth one more time for one more session of torture this week before I head out of here. Bed's out, kind of still tacky, but I figured, you know, what the hell, I'm gonna buff it anyway. So I got another rack or two. Got this piece over here I have to redo. What I was talking about earlier in the video. So it's all been blasted inside here and masked off. We're already coated, so hopefully that'll be a lot easier. And like I was saying before, next time around I probably have it stilted up somehow or hung where I can spray the side that doesn't matter as much. Focus more on what you see. I'm not super pumped on this. I kind of feel it should be standing straight up, but at this point I'm gonna go for it. I think I'll be okay. They got the alternator taken apart. A lot of this stuff I didn't know I was doing. They brought more stuff over today. A couple extra wire, or a couple extra washers. The air tank, the drive line. I think this is everything except for the exhaust. I'm pretty sure, unless he brings over more stuff on Monday, but pretty sure this is everything besides the exhaust. Thank God, because I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go suit up and get this stuff sprayed before I get out of here. Before I get out of here, we'll do a walk around, talk about a few things in the shop, some of the progress for the week, take a look at the bed out there, take a look at Larry's truck, which is looking absolutely killer right now. I'm super pumped for that one too, man. That color just is amazing. Taylor's absolutely killing it on that thing and doing a fantastic job. Steven Vasquez, the 6400, the jams are looking pretty damn good on that too. Hopefully those will be finished up next week, probably Monday. But let me go get suited up and get this up handled, and then I'll go out there and take a walk and take a look. Okay, so let's talk about Larry's truck really quick. So as you can see, Taylor has this side in compound. This is just compound, which is what we call our first step wool pad, which is what I explained earlier. The black and white press to pad, which is what we use. So from here, he'll step up to the next pad, and then the next pad after that will be polish. And that's pretty much where we'll leave the truck. We might paint correct it if it needs it now, but sometimes they're so soft when you do them early, it's hard to paint correct them because it'll still kind of leave little swirls and little trails. But if it can be done, I'm sure Taylor will get it done. He knows what he's doing. But realistically, like I mentioned in the last video, when this thing comes back from interior, back from tray 5, and or back from Dino's get down, if it makes it, it will need to be revisited, most likely DA'd with 2000, 3000, which is what these Trizac pads are. I don't know if you guys are aware of these or not. I'm sure a lot of you guys are, but these things are amazing. So when we go to rebuff it again, all we'll be buffing out will be the DA scratch with these instead of block scratches. So it actually buffs a lot faster. And since it's flat, we're not gonna have to try to get it flat. All we gotta do is knock that top pinch or that any surface scuffs or anything that happen to get on it when we go to finalize it before it gets delivered to go back home. So that's where we're at with Larry's. It's actually just looking killer. Do some walk around shots of it for you, and then we'll head into the body shop area, which is an absolute mess. I can't stand it when my shop's a mess, but we've been so busy lately, we just haven't had time to clean. So let's go take a look over there and see what we got going on. So Steven's truck, like I mentioned just a little bit ago in the video, we're getting really close on the jams. It's really coming together really, really good. You can see how crisp and clean that Victor got all the lines in here. Victor has taken over doing the body work on this since Taylor is working on Larry's truck right now. I'm expecting Monday, I'm hoping Monday the doors will be back on and both jams be finished. I think he has a little bit of work to do on the other side in here. But you can see, I mean, these things are killer, all glassed in, all smoothed out, all body worked. Just gonna look absolutely killer when they're painted. But before we can get them primed, we do need to get the doors back on. We need to make sure that all this stuff's gonna fit properly. We need to double check with the door seals and make sure everything's gonna drive just right before we can move on to the next part of this truck, which it does need to be primered, but it also needs to be put back together so we can check our gaps one more time, check our gaps here. We are going to have to do some body work inside the dash and the inside of the truck as well. So just kind of decide when the time comes which way we're going to go with that. If we're going to just keep going with the body work and then come back and clean everything up and prime it all at once, or if we're going to prime what we got done now and then move on to the body work on the inside of the cab. Before we head over and look at my truck, let's talk about Victor's since we're walking by it anyway. I mean, look at those lines, look at those gaps. I mean, look at this truck. It just looks really, really, really good. Especially for first prime. I mean, this thing might just block right in and be good to go. There's a lot of primer on here for that reason, so we can try, but typically we have to do some spot priming here and there. It's normal. And sometimes after when you pull them apart to jam them, put them back together, sometimes things get messed up, so you got to fix a few things here and there. It's just typical. But man, this thing looks good. Dylan did a really, really good job on this thing, getting this thing dialed in. And I'm just looking forward to seeing the rest of it. But for now, we're going to hold off on this one for a little bit. We've got a few things to do around here. We got our open house coming up, so we don't really want to tear into this one and have exposed body failure for everybody to touch. So we're going to kind of leave this one sit where it's at. Unless Victor's ready to work on it again, we might get back on it. But I don't want to have too much stuff exposed around here during the open house because you never know where people are going to be putting their fingers. And I don't want them all over customers' trucks with fresh body filler on them. So let's go back over here and check out the dually bed. All right, here it is, my dually. I absolutely love this color. I think it's perfect for the truck. With the satin black wheels, I'm gonna shoot the roof satin black. I'm gonna shoot the inserts of the grill satin black. Obviously the sheet metal on the hood's gonna go satin black. I'm gonna have a decal made. Actually, it's already being made, but nice satin black Chevrolet on the back of the tailgate to tie in the back of the truck so it'll all kind of match. I think it's gonna kill it. I think it's perfect for this truck. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.